Hey there, Reverend Sully, Eric O'Sullivan, ordained on the internet. As always, the caveat, please do not burn your hands holding on to my hot takes. Hey, some bonus on a Sunday, a spoiler review of The Many Saints of Newark. I am a huge Sopranos fan. I watch the show once a year, basically. It's an amazing show. I went to the movies yesterday by myself. It was the first time I've been to the cinema since January of 2020. And it was okay. I got some popcorn and a Coke. I kicked back and watched a movie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I can't wait to see it again. There's a lot to dissect. And like I said, spoilers. Full spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, you might want to miss this video. Firstly, let's talk about things I didn't like. Let's say I enjoyed everything about this movie except for the few things I'm gonna get into. One, the narrative, the narrator. It's Michael Imperioli as Christopher Moltisanti speaking from beyond the grave. Here and there, not much. It's the opening, the end, and just a little bit here and there. Through it, I found it unnecessary. Especially the admission of, and this is the man who put me to hell. And he's talking about my Uncle Tony. And, but the movie's basically about his grandfather and his father, Dickie Moltisanti Sr., Dickie Moltisanti Jr., who is his dad, and the events leading up to his death. And the whodunit of who killed him, I mean, I'll leave that for you in the movie. What else I didn't like about it was the end. I think it ended the last scene, and the ending. There was a gag kind of. There was a setup earlier with Tony and his uncle Dickie, doing this thing of a pinky swear, and then that's revisited right at the end, which didn't work in my opinion. But also that after this entire movie that spanned 1967 to about 1973, that the credits rolled into woke up this morning with the blue moon in my hand, got yourself a gun, the Little Steven song, the opening theme of the show, which I think it didn't work. I mean, I would have preferred, something else. The credits music just didn't fit both songs. But that's about it that I have for bad stuff. The bad stuff that I didn't like. Everything else I loved about it. Michael Gandolfini, the casting of all the young gangsters, young Pussy, young Silvio, young Paulie Walnuts, everyone, all the casting was amazing. But the last scene before the ending, it goes from Dickie Moltisanti's murder. He had promised to speak to Tony the next day at Holston's, and then you see Dickie's murder, which evokes the ending of The Sopranos. You'll never hear it coming. He gets shot from behind, just like he was explained in the show, like what happened to Christopher's father. We get to see that. But what it kind of illustrates what happened to Tony at the end of the show in the series finale. And then there's Tony himself in Holston's, and we hear the door, the ding ding of the door, and Tony look over. He's in anticipation, waiting for his Uncle Dickie to come in, and he feels as though he stood up, and which isn't the case because Dickie's dead. But that was just really clever and well done, I think. And there's just the casting was just so well done, and there's a lot of good to it. So Sopranos fans, you are going to love this movie as much as I did. I can't wait to see it again and get further fork and knife and into it. A lot of eating as always in Sopranos, lots of food, and that's about it. Just the casting was just stellar. It was perfect. It was just a story. It was very much, it was a period piece, and it fits with the gangster movie body out there with the Scorsese of the period pieces. And yeah, that's about it. And it's not too spoilery because it's all done in hindsight. I mean, but just like the little stuff there about, especially about Christopher being an active role in there. Well, being dead, but doing the narrative voice. I mean, I just thought that was really unnecessary, very superfluous, and then that scene at the end, and there was no dream sequences. I mean, so Sopranos was filled with very well done dream sequences, and there was not a dream sequence here and there. I thought that, especially when Dickie Jr. Has a scene with his father, and then we meet his uncle, his identical twin uncle, a little later, played by Ray Liotta, both roles. I thought that first, what's going on here? Is this a dream sequence? No, it wasn't. There were two different characters. So, is it worth watching? Heck yeah. Is it a good movie? Yeah. It's definitely a Soprano story, and you should definitely check it out. And that's all I got for right now. Go see the movie or go watch it on HBO Max if you have that. I went to the movie theater. Go to the movies and go see the movie yourself. Yeah, there's Ray Liotta himself right there. He plays two roles, twin brothers. I mean, it's a gag that they did twice in The Sopranos with Jeannie Cusimano and her sister, and also with Patsy Parisi and his brother Philly. And that's a clever Sopranos reference. So, The Many Saints of Newark, a Sopranos story, really good, and it's definitely worth it. And it's going into my Blu-ray collection as soon as it comes out. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, give me a thumbs down. I'm a big lad. I can take it. Leave a comment in the comment section, and give me a subscribe if you like this kind of content. I also make pop culture videos with positivity. I make cooking videos because I'm a professional chef, and I want to raise your home games, home cooking, with beautiful, nutritious, delicious food. Just like in The Sopranos, they're always eating. If you listen to any interview with David Simon, he can tell you what they were eating and what restaurant and what plates everyone got when they were making decisions along the show. It's just so wonderful, the amount of eating and food. This right here was just a really good scene. That was baby Christopher. And there's Tony trying to be like, hey, come and say hi to your Uncle Tony. And the baby Christopher starts crying. The old lady there says, oh, babies, they're just, sometimes they know things because they just came back from between worlds. Something like that. But because we all know, Tony murders Chrissy, you know? And thank you so very much for tuning in. The Many Saints of Newark. Go check it out. Cheers, and thank you so much. God bless, and namaste. And forget about it. Ah, the Struyadel.